Da-da! Dun 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 dun. So you're probably wondering what these curiously shaped sculptures are doing at my nursery. Let me tell you. Long ago, I saw on Craigslist there was some place selling a bunch of pier caps for big columns, and I needed a couple. And they were supposed to be really cheap, so I went out there and got them for $200 or $300. I got like $800 of these things, and they worked great for my application. I was using it at my house. But then it turned out it was a precast concrete place that was going out of business. And a little while later, the guy called me back who was trying to clear the lot, and he basically said, hey, you were looking at all this other stuff. I'll let you take anything you want for $200. You take as much as you want, anything you want. And I'm like, really? Cool. So I'll tell you what I got. Look at all this. See all these tabletops? I got so much stuff. I had to bring my 2 crane trucks there, 2 big trailers, and I got so much stuff. There's stuff in San Diego I got, but big concrete tables. I also got this beautiful planter here. It's a fish pond, and just a bunch of things basically. And we also got this giant planter over here, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. But something else they had that I just couldn't seem to leave behind were these bollards. Yes, they are bollards, but they do curiously look a little bit like male anatomy. And I figured, you know what? There's gotta be someone out there somewhere who appreciates male anatomy to the degree that they would want male anatomy sculptures in their garden that can doubly be used as bollards. Bollards are basically things you put, where you don't want people to drive, that you could remove easily with a little tractor or a forklift. So if you have a little spot like that, you can use them as bollards, or you could use them simply as aesthetic sculptures. So I don't really have a use for them down here. So I'm hoping to sell these to the highest bidder. And maybe that is you. We do need to put my demo garden back together. We sold a big palm tree out of here, and we put this other one in here. And now we need to put the rocks back. And so I set these up thinking that I brought them they were at my ranch, buried in the weeds for about 10 years. Because like I said, I just really couldn't think of a good place to put them in the garden. But they do look pretty fantastic with a little bit of fuchsia, tree fuchsia behind them there. You can see how pretty the tree fuchsia is blooming right now. But I'm sure they'd look good with just about any kind of plants around them. And you can see, you've got a size. If you have a size preference, then that can be realized here in the big guy here, and then the little guy here. And I don't know if it's an illusion, but this one looks slightly bigger than that one. And obviously that one's small, but it could just be an illusion. There's a lot of illusions going on when you're trying to size up such things. It depends on the angle, like the camera angle. They could look a lot bigger, or they could look a lot smaller, If I'm right in front of it, it looks smaller because I'm closer to you. So there's a lot of trickery involved when, you're trying to size up what you're actually looking at when it comes to this sort of content. So anyway, but they are pretty big. I would say that to give you an exact measurement, I would say we're talking about maybe 4 feet and some pretty good girth here of probably like a foot. And then the little guy is probably 3 feet with maybe a more manageable 8-inch girth. So manageable in the sense that it's not going to be nearly as heavy to maneuver around, which could be useful in certain applications. So anyway, if you are looking to put some beautiful sculptures in your garden that look remarkably like male anatomy, then please let me know, and we'll make a deal, and we'll find a nice home for these things that would otherwise be sent to the landfill. We don't want that. So there you go. Beautiful male anatomy in your garden. What more could you want?